It is time to make a snack. And I wanted to talk to you about something that I do every time I'm getting ready to prepare food in the kitchen. Can you think of what it is? Is there something that you do every time you get ready to prepare food or to cook in the kitchen? It's wash my hands. I always wash my hands with soap and water really well before I get started in the kitchen. There's something else I like to do that's very fun. And while I'm washing my hands, I like to set an intention. Do you know what that means? Setting an intention is like thinking about how you want the food to make you and the people you share it with feel. And it's a really fun thing that you can do. It's like adding secret ingredients to your food. So I was thinking about my intention today, and I even wrote down some words so that I could think about the energy that I want to put into my food, and you could think about it too while we make this snack together. So I've already washed my hands, and now I'm setting my intention. So let me get my words. So the words that I'm thinking about while I prepare this snack today, and many of the snacks and the dishes that I prepare, I'm thinking about the word cheerful. I love that word, and I want to feel cheerful while I'm making the food. I want the people who enjoy the food and drinks that I make to feel cheerful as well. So that's a word that I love to use. Another intention is nourish. I hope that the food that I prepare and share is nourishing. Another word, definitely for today's snack, is energy. Let's energize our bodies with the food that we eat. And the last word that I have is a word that we all want to carry with us when we're preparing food and drinks for the people that we love and for ourselves, and that is love. Let's let love be one of the ingredients in our food today. So now let's talk about the actual food ingredients that go in today's snack. And I have them written down here. We are going to make apricot energy bites. So what we're going to need is dried apricots, coconut, oats, lemon, and maple syrup. Those are the main ingredients that we're going to need. Now I've already measured some of these things out and put them in my food processor just so I could get a little bit of a head start, but let's go over everything together. So first we want 1 cup of dried apricots. And the apricots should look something like this. They come in a package. And you just want to make sure that your apricots don't have any other ingredients on the package besides apricots. You can see that these are a little brown. They were orange when they were ripe fruit, and then when they dried, they got a little bit brown, and that's actually a good thing. That means there's not chemicals in my apricots. That's just naturally what happens when apricots dry. You can taste it. It's still sweet and super delicious. Now I'm a little spontaneous and creative when I cook, so I'm adding 1 other dried fruit because I have it in my cupboard and I thought it might be good. So I'm going to add mangoes. So I'm actually doing half a cup of mangoes and half a cup of apricots. You could do just one of those or you could do both, whatever you have in your cupboard, okay? So again, just the dried mangoes. There shouldn't be any other ingredients in my packet besides organic mangoes, and that's what they look like. Super yummy snack on its own. Now I've got that 1 cup of dried fruit already in my food processor, and I'm going to add half a cup of oats. So I've got my half a cup of oats here already in my food processor, and then I'm going to add shredded coconut. So we're going to add half a cup of shredded coconut to that food processor. The next thing we're going to add is maybe just a tablespoon or 2 of water, and that's going to help our energy bites to blend a little better. We're going to add something a little bit sweet. The fruit is already sweet on its own, but we are going to add one of our favorite sweeteners that we've already talked a lot about if you've been coming to other snack time preparation videos, and that is maple syrup. And we love maple syrup again because it's not only sweet, it actually has a lot of nutrients that can give our body all of the things that we want, all of the intentions that we set today. So that energy is really what's going to be added with our maple syrup, along with that delicious sweetness. So we added 1 tablespoon of maple syrup, and now we want to add half of a lemon, just a little bit of lemon juice. The other 2 things you can add, you don't have to, but I have them in my cupboard and I thought they would make these energy bites a little tastier, is just a little splash of vanilla. Don't even have to measure it, just a little splash, and a tiny pinch of sea salt, or my favorite kind of salt, which is pink Himalayan salt. So all of those things are already in my food processor, and it does take a while to blend. So I blended it quite a bit before this video started so that you wouldn't have to wait while I did it. So just know that it does take a while, and sometimes you have to stop it and scrape your bowl a little bit and then get your food processor going again. So I'm going to blend all of those ingredients a little bit more. Here I go. Blend. All right, so let me show you. Make kind of an orange sticky dough. Looks like that. And the next step is just to roll my energy bites. So I'm going to get a clean spoon and I'm going to scoop up a little bit of my dough, just enough to make a bite-sized treat, chewy bite-sized sweet treat. And I'm going to roll it in my hands, and my hands have already been washed. They're nice and clean, so I feel okay touching my food. Now, if I wanted to, I could wash my hands again before I started rolling these if I felt like that was important. Sometimes we need to wash our hands more than once, but I've got my awesome energy ball right here. And the last thing I'm going to do is, I have my coconut in a bowl. I'm going to dip my ball in the coconut and just roll it around a little bit, like a snowball. So it's all covered in coconut. All right, you see that? All done. There's my energy bite. It's ready to go. And I put so many good ingredients in this besides just the food that I know that I am going to be nourished by this, and that the people I share it with are going to be energized. Now, the other thing I want to tell you about these energy bites is that the apricot and the mango have a lot of really, really great ingredients in them, or I'm sorry, nutrients in them. And that's things like vitamin A, iron, potassium, and antioxidants. Those are all really important things to help us feel like we've got energy to get through the rest of our day. I hope you enjoy making this snack, and I can't wait to see you all tomorrow for another snack time. See you later.